or invention, or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much-needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much-needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
Soft light seeps through curtains, and onto your immaculate face, warming our embrace. million ruby red roses. Stop paling comparison to your race. Yeah, yeah, a million ruby red roses could never hold a candle to your face. And nothing takes your place, and nothing takes your place. Your place, and nothing takes your place. I was caught in the middle, and you set me free. Never thought I'd be loved like you love me. I fought for a fantasy, and you came to be. You give me my soul, you give me my sanity. A million ruby red roses. 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 Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to be wearing my hat. I forget to put on my hat.
Well, your hat right there, and I see it. So you can-
Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah?
Let's do this. And then I'll have to take off the headphones. We'll
Alright,
get back to hats after our regular scheduled program. So yeah.
Well, this isn't a regularly scheduled program tonight. It's not looking like that.
No. This tonight is
It's looking like a night where I'll have your job again.
yeah. Well, yeah. You have to. You have to.
So, good. Oh, wait, what are you going to say?
Tonight is the review.
All
Tonight
right.
is the second to last episode. Next week going to be the last episode before we close off season 8. So right now we are on episode 22. I find we should do a little recap.
Yeah. You should see man coming, well, late again. And,
Hey, I reach you first.
and just give me a whole set of videos to pull up. And I say, like, how am I going to do this now?
Well, for the whole season I've been tooting on your coolness and how people like you more than me and all this kind of shit. So I said, let me sweat you out and be a little diva and say, hey, do these things and But we put together some clips of season 8 from episode 1 to up until last week, episode 21. And we're going to go through some little clips of things that happen and see if we jog some people's memories. Because I'll be honest, right? If I say I follow in a series or a podcast, I ain't listening to every single minute
Exactly,
of it. Not putting it on, not doing things, however. So I'd look at what I thought would be, what we thought might be the most fun or the most stupid or the most memorable parts of the interviews. See how people like it?
Yeah. But we have a lot of comments here. So just want to say good night to everybody. So we have Rahil, Akira, Ishipai inside. Them having their own conversations in the chats. Yeah.
Christmas.
Nice. But that's what we like to see, more engagements. You guys have your conversations in the chat. You guys go through, talk as much as you want, and generate some conversation, yeah? So, what are you saying? You should get back to some more music now, or you have anything important to say?
Let me hello out everybody now. Look, Ishipai, the Trini Weeb. Ishipai. And we can talk to you. Rahil, thanks for always being there, boss. Akira the metalhead. Well, you're really talking what year is right? But it's a whole big. All you planning on lime and telling me nothing.
I lost.
Anyhow, talking about planning on lime. Vish and I planning on lime for all you next week, right? Stand by for that. But let me play some music in the meantime.
All right, cool. So this is Second Wind from Orange Sky. Oops.
Just to catch it and clear my mind. Put down my big bag of guilt and regret. Jumped in the water to baptize myself. All I wanted was some clarity, some time away from the insanity. And as I see the future closing in, I feel the coming of a second wind. We have been so good together. Wish that we'll go on forever. I've been waiting, look to heaven for a sign. In the darkness, only heaven did I find. And we come too far, wishing on a star. till I miss you. We break the chains and release ourselves from shame. It's what we crave. Leave behind piece of paper and I'll draw some trends, and you can copy me. Do unto others, do unto others as you do unto me. Yes, you can copy me. Right from me, tear it all from me. Now you're just like me. Now we're equal. Go ahead and take it right from me. Tear it all from me. Now you're just like me. Now you're just my equal. You're just my equal. Whoa, just like me. Now you're just like. These words warn of destruction. The threat of impending doom. The wake of human eruption. The breaking point coming soon. Ready fire on your temple, more than you and the temple. Light up the democracy, burn out this democracy. Scream until you suffocate. Light up the democracy, burn out this democracy. Scream until you suffocate. Filled with unnatural hatred, seeing through only human eye. Dawn you and get love your terror. The malice surely
Yes, we're back again. See, we have some more comments here.
Again, you see.
Darren was now telling us something about this one comment here about cleaning he Bamsi. What was that about?
No. So, I had to call names fit to be thing, right? So, a girl I was going out with, she had this best friend, right? And she had used that line, "Was he seen?" And pause for me to just as I about to answer. Your Bamsi clean? And it was just cool rhyme. Was he seen your Bamsi clean? I just thought it was so hilarious. So I started telling everybody it, right? Richard Hall. You know, Richard Hall used to play keys with Orange Sky back in the days. So we used to see him often, Lime often, whatever. And Lyman, I think, normal. And his girlfriend walking, he's like, "Hey, was he seen your Bamsi clean?" And he get vexed with me. And he was real vexed. He thought that was out of place. There was Lyman or it was on Facebook or something, but he had get vexed with me. And it was, so I apologize. I'm not. But I told Liz that story, and I think that's why she just always hail me out like that. Because I was real concerned because, I didn't mean to offend nobody or nothing, and we all should have clean Bamsies.
Yeah, and well, Darren, now tell me who Elizabeth and Vince is. At the moment, I didn't know it was the lead singer of Execution Mode. So when I see that, I was like, all right, let me pull up some Execution Mode.
But notice Liz name first, right?
Yeah.
Because she better than Vince.
All
Vince
right.
is this way. So they have the coolest tattoos. They have these on the leg.
Yeah.
This huge. Who is this? Joker and Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay.
Which is like,
that's sick.
Yeah, which is like a vicious couple who just redefine love.
Right.
I just find that such a cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's real
tattoo.
cool.
So all the big and bad Execution Mode singer does look like he's a little sweet softy.
That's Sophie, right.
Yeah.
Now, but I saw them for Frost Fest when we played, and I was blown away, especially the guitarist, dog.
Yeah, that fella, that guitarist is Steve Barrington, right?
Yeah.
He was in a band called Bleed back in the days. So it don't matter. You might come to support this band or the other, but when Bleed playing, everybody flocking around is like, yeah. But he was the guitarist, right? So he was the Dax of that era.
Right.
And real well trained.
And what you're telling me that he taught all these other people how to play, like Nigel Rojas, Scott.
Ask Nigel. He got guitar lessons from him. They used to bully him a little bit, don't mind he was older. They wanted to get to how to play hard rock quick.
Right.
They didn't want that around skills and whatever. It is hilarious when Nigel tell it. But yeah, that band Bleed is where Scott Johnston, he was in Brown Fox. He and his sister, I can't remember the other guy name who's do tattoos now, Sinful Ink. Anyhow, and that's where he saw James playing with this guy, and it's like, wait, this fella, and well, now we have
Intercoin, nice.
and Execution Mode. So yeah, it's all very connected and it's all timeless in a kind of way. Because these fellas older than me, and I have to say that so you can't hit my no old man jokes. Because now I have the power of Execution Mode.
Well, no. You just be like an uncle for now. I won't call that old man.
Yeah, uncle is the way.
The middle ground,
No, uncle is definitely how you call somebody old. If some child say and say uncle.
Oh, it's true.
If somebody call you uncle.
Oh yeah, no, I would be offended. Yeah, that makes sense.
It wouldn't bother me too much. But yeah, look, this guy Akira asking if they could donate some videos for the transition videos and
yeah. So that was just something quick I pulled together the other day. I definitely want to have more videos up there, and I could cycle through different videos at different points, because sometimes I'll be playing like a softer song, and then you're seeing Sivan just in your face and real.
Yeah,
you can't. It not really fits in for the softer songs.
Well, yeah, and then but to maintain that, I should have enough footage that we do a new one each week, but that's work for you.
True. Yeah. Nah. All I had to hit that donate 68 link in the chat for me to do a new video every week.
So,
you know?
Yeah. Good. Well played. Good night, Lord Creeper. You and Sarah locked in. You buy your Christmas gift for Sarah yet? Have you bought your Christmas gift for Sarah? I keep trying to watch the camera, right? But it's these lights and, this is how rock stars feel.
Yeah, doesn't know where to look.
yeah. I trying to watch you. I trying to watch your camera. So yeah, creeper. I hope you get a present for Sarah. See the flea market coming up in Shogunas there. Organized, right? I don't know. That's where we get all the presents in Shogunas. So yeah, the plan is, right? We didn't book an interview for this show because we want to review what we did for the whole thing. So instead of the interview, in the next 20 minutes or so, we'll go through some clips, some highlights, some of what we think was kind of interesting from each interview. We can't play over each interview that happened.
Yeah,
because,
this will be my first time seeing this. Well, these clips that he made. So for me, it's just gonna be like a genuine reaction.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah, curious.
Four of them named Fish.
I'm not playing those.
It have some of them that is Vish that I change your name because I thought you would catch on. Nah. I didn't do you. I didn't do you dirty. You're safe. You're safe there, Vish. You're safe. Vish is my hero, you know.
Me? Why do?
I toten because I jealous. I used to have long curly hair. I used to be fit and young. I used to be a rock star. Now, you know.
But here, being a rock star is up here and is in here. You know? So it doesn't matter if you had the long curly hair or not. It doesn't matter. Okay, what kind of matters is to be physically fit because you had to be on the stage and running around and shit.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if I have any endurance to do a 1 hour set. I should try it. I mean, I'll be practicing all the time. Like, I didn't stop practicing. So I could do things that I couldn't do last year and the year before and whatever.
There's one thing, like, if I know I have a show coming up, like, probably 2-3 weeks before that show, I would be training.
Training as in guitar only or
no,
gym and
practice, but also like going for a run, doing exercises at home.
Yeah,
all this stuff.
I used to do a minimum. If I like what you will get if you're enjoying what you're doing, or if you put together a nice practice routine, you could go for hours.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I would dedicate at least an hour and a half of that standing up in front of the mirror.
Oh,
I have to be
yeah.
standing up, I have to watch my movements, and I have to try to trick up myself. So I watch in the mirror image and watching my hands and whatever to see
if you
what
have
I'm doing.
it, you know?
Yeah, and watching away and blinking and taking off the lights. But you had to be standing up and you had to be moving to make sure you have the endurance to do
You
it.
know who did that as well? Steve Vai. He said that in an interview.
Oh, yeah, but that man used to be 14 hours a day and thing.
Oh, yeah. But he used to like either record himself or play in front of the mirror because he had this vision of this guy in his head who he wanted to be.
Yeah.
And that vision was like this guy playing so effortlessly and just kind of going through the fretboard like butter.
But who you are on stage is a whole next character.
Oh, yeah. That's your alter ego for sure.
Because I know I could have gone on stage and wear some kind of things that you mightn't get away with on the street. I was wild enough to wear them on the street, but I was saying nobody used to question it on stage. You know, you could be a little forceful. You could, if somebody in your way, you had to shoulder them out like a technician or whatever, that kind of thing, you know? You walk differently so you don't mash your cables because not everybody could afford full wireless.
Yeah, I'm still wired to this moment. I'm still wired.
They have some affordable things. I actually just order a Black Friday something to try out. We will see.
Nice.
But as remind myself, you see it as a whole different character, but as how to remind myself that's still me because I can't be that person all the time and I can't let that person be a nasty person because I don't want to be a nasty person. You know, I'm not the type who will kick somebody off the stage physically.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've seen it happen in Trinidad. It's like, nah, boy, what the hell wrong with that?
But it's like ego on stage and then as soon as they come off stage, kill that shit one time.
Yeah. But you see, socially, people just get away with some kind of things that I thought.
That's when it goes to the head.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I don't remember these people coming out to see you, and if somebody interacting with you after you done perform, have no reason to be an asshole.
Yeah. So there's a funny thing, right? I was real cool with this guy up to now. I'm not really close as our friends, but cool with this guy. And there was a show in Matellia in the 90s. 95, 96, 97, somewhere around there. And that fella, somebody was on the edge of the stage, kind of reaching, was a tallish stage, and was kind of grabbing his boots now. I don't know if they're just being wild or drunk or whatever. They wasn't doing anything really malicious, like trying to untie the shoes. They was trying to reach the person, rock star grab kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the person just reeled back and kicked the fella in his face. And he just launched off of the stage and fall on the ground bleeding and whatnot. And up to today, when I see that fella, look how much time passed. Up to today, I remember it. I was watching, I was like, yeah, you's the asshole who. And I still talk to him like decent, but you know what I mean? Off air, I'll tell you who it was, right? You'll be surprised. And I was there thinking, why was that necessary? And people claim racism and this and that and the next one. But it was just such a nasty thing that remains a stain, like being that cacahole. Like in the review, I'll tell you that after we go through some of the clips, Scott Johnson had mentioned something, and you don't realize how important your fans are, because even like financially, every dollar just add up.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's the whole dollar store theory. If you, it don't matter. I used to run Bravo, and I used to charge $20, because if you could pull out $20 to buy a pack of cigarettes or a half pack of cigarettes, yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So people didn't have a excuse, but you had to make it attainable and remunerable. But the amount of people who used to come, I used to be able to pay for the sound system and whatnot. Every dollar just add up now. But not just the financial thing, the emotional thing. Who you are to your audience. You know?
That will always matter. People will always remember you for that.
Yeah, and we have a greater effect on people than you will know. And people say don't meet your stars and thing, but don't meet your
heroes.
Your heroes. I have met some of my heroes, and I know it's two different personas, but I'm telling you, I will watch you on stage and I wouldn't see Vish who do this kind of work. I see a rock star on stage, and to me it's this bigger thing, and I can't approach you and talk the same shit I talking now when you on stage.
No, you could. It is me. You could do that.
Right,
But I understand where you're coming from.
I wouldn't, because I'm not seeing Vish. I see a rock hero now. Right? Whether I like this style or not, that's what you on stage to do, to be a giant. And that's why I see the lights, and I see the person, and I see the hair and hear the music, and it's like, yeah. But that's why I see it on stage, and in that moment I mesmerized. Right? That is the effect you have on me. That's the effect Rai have on me. That's the effect Nigel have on me. But then I'll sit down with Nigel and talk about some of this shit one side.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
when somebody falling in love with something, admiring something, and you shit on it, it's
destroy, yeah.
You know,
and you'll
so
always remember that person for just being an asshole to you.
And so the point is, just be nice.
Yeah, just be humble at the end of the day, dog. Just know that people come out, they pay them money just to see you. So
Yeah.
and well, other bands and all too, but
Right.
you know, you one of the bands, and like, yeah, you just have to keep that in the back of your head. These
if
people
you-
out
if-
here, they're talking to you, they're being nice. Just be yourself, be humble.
And you could be a show off without being a dick. You know?
True.
You're supposed to show off. We come to see you show off.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's why I say ego on stage
Yeah.
and ego off
But
stage.
don't worry, Vish. If you get egotistical,
Oh, you can put me in place.
we I'll rally a squad.
All right.
I'll rally a squad. I'll get Nigel to
But
sit
yeah,
on
but
you.
we talking too much shit.
Yeah.
So
Too much talking. Too
this
much
is
talking.
Downward sliding from Inside Coin.
Through the hole in your life, all this time, can't you see? You met all that don't my back. You see right through me. You know exactly what I like. Kisses on my neck, nibbles on my ear. Everything is going right. Scratches on my back, bites on my skin. Where have you been all my life? All my life, all my life, all my life.
that's the thing, right? Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I was open, I was honest, I was emotionally available, never lied, never cheated. So I don't know what, no matter what I did, it just wasn't ever enough. Don't know what else to do.
What did I tell you, boy? Boy, it's a Bangkok.
And I have to heal again. 'Cause it's going to happen again. And I'm on my knees again. This love thing that drive me insane. A fed up body heartbreak. Somebody ease up my soul. A fed up body heartbreak. Baby, lend me your whole. I mean heart. I mean your whole heart is what I was gonna say. Your whole heart, or your whole and your heart. Where the whole? The whole will be nice. Pull out your tabanga. Don't have no shame. Pull out your tabanga. You'll be again. Pull out your tabanga. I shouldn't need it to. Pull out your tabanga. It's the right thing to do. And I have to feel again. Steady trying to figure this shit out. And I'm on my knees again. Somebody come and hit me some clothes. A better body heartbreak. Somebody ease up my soul. A better body heartbreak. Baby, lend me your vagina. Pull out your tabanga. Don't have no shame. Pull out your tabanga. You'll be again. Pull out your tabanga. I shouldn't need it though. Pull out your tabanga. It's the right thing to do. In this life, in this life.
Hurry, I've been waiting. You had me up on the final night. Are you ready? 'Cause I'm ready. Can you feel it stirring? is rising. Thoughts are racing around this room and getting restless over you. I don't wanna say goodnight. We've been waiting to show me all you feel inside. So come on, let's go. Keep up with the rhythm when you touch me. With your hands in my hair, do you love me? It goes on and on. With the love in your eyes when you're watching. Do you like what you see? Do you want me? This night is unforgettable. Pick me up, let's go stargazing. We watch the stars align. And you can kiss me till daylight. We've all been broken. Too many lonely Valentines. So maybe you could be mine. Thoughts are racing around this room and getting restless over you. I don't wanna say goodnight. We've been waiting to show me all you feel inside. So come on, let's go. Keep up with the rhythm when you touch me. With your hands in my hair, do you love me? It goes on and on. With the love in your eyes when you're watching. Do you like what you see? Do you want me? This night is unforgettable. Our heartbeats racing faster. This world needs love. Let's make it. Falling in your rapture. Keep up with the rhythm when you touch me. With your hands in my hair, do you love me? It goes on and on. With the love in your eyes when you're watching. Do you like what you see? Do you want me? Do you want me? Do you want me? This night is unforgettable. Keep up with the rhythm when you touch me. With your hands in my hair, do you love me? This night is unforgettable. Rhythm when you touch me. With your hands in my hair, do you love me? We make it unforgettable.
All right. Darren, I look like a lot of people making fun of how you're eating over here, boy.
Oh, the camera's on all the time?
Yeah.
I'll be eating right. I actually was going to put together a montage of other people eating, and then I realized it was only me and Pooty. The night Pooty was here.
I think they had a bottle of Chana or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, if I'd known the camera was on, I would have eat like nicer.
Yeah, Rahel saying use a funnel to eat that. Elizabeth and Vince, they was like, you wonder if you bring enough for the whole lockdown crew. You bring any for
I
me?
don't know. I'm an anxious type person, so I bite my nails and whatever. It's just a thing now.
Yeah.
So I'll remain fidgety. So as have these things, I gotta find something less fattening. Because like I say, I want to get fit like you. I want to go on stage and people is like, yeah, don't bring back fish. You know? I want to host this show bareback one day. Just come on.
Darren views does not represent the views of O.U.R. radio. Just let that be known. If you ever see Darren shirtless in here, you know, we might actually get the show cancelled.
I always bring snacks for the Elizabeth and Vince. I always bring enough snacks for everybody. And water.
Yeah, no, that's true. This man is really trying to fatten me up. I feel that's it as a goal, you know. You want me to become fat
This is correct.
while you getting fit.
This is correct.
Okay.
No, I'm not getting fit yet. I didn't get the okay to start back exercising.
You need to get okay to start exercise.
I had a little thing going on.
Oh,
a little
okay,
some
okay.
dizzy spells, and the doctor say, all right, we're checking this.
Right,
Go to a
right.
physio, and the physio will tell you when you can start back exercising.
All right, makes sense.
Yeah. I exercise, as you know. I look nice. I have pictures of me when having arms and thing.
Well, Akira now saying here he supports a shirtless Darren.
Akira, you on my side. That's what we're talking about. Rock out with your pecs out.
Well, if you have so much balls to do it now. Let me see.
No. Not I tell
What?
you, I'm not fit now. I'm feeling flabby and fat. And look. I'm not just eating popcorn healthy. Popcorn with caramel and coconut. It tastes good.
Excuses.
No, I'm not ready. All right. Here we go.
We're not planning a show for you to come shirtless, Darren.
Not a show. I assume a 6-pack challenge by the end of Carnival.
That's okay. That's normal.
Ash Wednesday. Whoever, we have to get a 6-pack then, right?
So how are we supposed to plan out? Like we're supposed to meet up in a room shirtless? That's something real wrong.
No. We you know them 1980s workout jerseys that just reach till your belly? Till your belly
I'm
button?
not wearing one of that.
Well, if I have a better 6-pack than you have to wear one of those for the show.
Darren, no. Let me cut this conversation here.
Right. So the last season, you know what? I didn't take note of the date that episode 1 was on.
Right.
But episode 1 was with our good friend Beyond the Animus.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You have the...
So, because Darren reached late and gave me all these clips late, it's really hard for me to set this up while the live is going on, you know. So, let me see. If anything fucks up on his stream now, blame Darren. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best to not let anything like that happen. But let me see. So far, we looking good. Maybe, yeah.
So
So Darren, keep talking to the people and
so that first episode, Kelo was hosting at that point. He was hosting until 8 or 9, somewhere there. Beyond the Animus was here talking about some recordings that done. The whole band was here. Everybody was kind of entered. They were talking about this. The particular clip that I have here is basically somebody had wrote a question on the YouTube chat asking what were their influences growing up.
right.
You know, and it's just a clip of them saying what their influences were.
Okay. But I'm still trying to get this up here. So Darren, because you do me a wickedness and have me fighting up to do this now, I'm gonna do a wickedness. You need to entertain these people alone. Or do you want me to play music?
I was going to do tricks, but I don't have tricks to do. How am I going to entertain people?
I don't know. You don't have me to talk to.
Okay.
Am I your only source of entertainment, Darren?
Let me ask you something. I was thinking about this, right? But I didn't give you enough time to prep.
Right.
Like of the new songs that we released in this season, you have a favorite?
Of the new songs this season.
So you can't call stuff that was around for years,
Right.
right? Anything new that anything new that you like in particular?
You're trying to jog my memory right now while I try to do something. It's a real multitask, babe.
I didn't prep you, right? But mine, I really like the songwriting style of Andy. So
Right.
O.U. and I like that whole concept, like them old rock ballad dudes who just tell you stories, historical things and whatever.
Yeah.
So I like that, right? I like the fortitude of Beyond the Animus.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite, honestly, the one that catch me, you're not going to believe this, is a song named Twisted by Rahel.
Twisted. Right. I think I remember that one.
A real weird.
That's the real trippy sounding one he did. Right.
Yeah. And I never heard it. Before. I heard some of the other stuff before. That was my favorite. Of the interviews, I don't know. I actually like the layout. I like it between me and you. I like it when you are the host and I'm the co-host. Like this, the energy just feel better. It just work better for me. I don't know.
I don't know if it's just less pressure on you, but more pressure on me for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're young. You're young. What you gonna do? You're gonna call people uncle?
If I get gray hair now, it's because of you, you know.
Yeah.
But I think we might have it. There may be a slight fuck ups, but we can see. But
let's see.
Yeah, so this first one was from Beyond the Animus. This have audio in it, right?
Mm-hmm. All have audio.
Okay, so let me see. Let me see this recap.
So basically, Donnie does write the songs.
Well, I mean, that's what I know.
But like we said earlier, is we just presented with like a demo of what the
So Darren, I did not hear any audio. Did the people hear any audio?
No. Very welcome to the headphones. Let's play some music, get to the bottom of this, and be right back.
Okay, so this would be So Cool from Seabot.
I want to ask you if you share some of the magic you made with me, so I can vibe with you. Let's go sit up in a tree where the birds are singing for you, so you can know you are loved by a universe that made you and is made of you, and it made me so I could love you too, like the morning time is made to love the night. There's something ancient in the knowing and the being known, and I feel it deep inside my bones, and everyone is born a starlight, but the way it glows in your eyes is just so I want to ask you if you stay in this strange dimension with me, so it can feel like home. Remember swimming in the ocean. Sometimes I dream about it. Feel so far away.
All right, so yeah, you guys were hearing audio.
But we weren't. You remember in during the lockdowns for COVID, Beanie Man had do a live stream concert, and the police show up,
No?
and he was like, "Don't be that guy," and talking to the police. But Beanie Man was smart. He left the cameras on and walked straight in front of the camera. And the police, there was a noise control issue to make sure the police can't rough him up. That's why he leave the cameras on just now. You thought I was gonna rough you up?
No, I was gonna
Yes, Beanie Man in ma.
I was gonna rough you up because I thinking you fucking me up here. Giving me thing without audio, but apparently no, it will
Nah,
working.
the audio may be low because some people in the
Nah,
interviews weren't right up on the mic and all that.
No, I think the issue would have been like with our streaming software. We'll get sorted soon.
All right, so the minute here what you all out there in YouTube and online and whatnot could do first. The minute you're not hearing audio, pop one set of comments.
Yeah, just let us know. But I think we have it now.
Right. So this first clip is from the first episode of season 8, the current season that we're in, Beyond the Animals, talking about their influences.
So basically, Donnie does write the songs.
Well, I mean, that's why I know.
But like we said earlier, is we just presented it like a demo of what the song could sound like, and then we put in our own, little pizzazz on it.
Okay, so you all also come up. We all have a lot of creative.
Influence.
Right. Okay, so y'all bring a riff and say, okay.
Yeah, like sometimes you hear a riff in the demo and be like, the good song, we'll give it a little more oomph if you do this way or a different way, or
Okay.
maybe even just be jamming a song and you say, hey, we could throw that in there.
Okay. And Donnie, what since you you write the songs, what is the process? Is this like personal stuff? Is it something that just jumps in your head, or you like have a Ouija board?
Not the Ouija board, but yeah, it depends on. It's never the same. It could be something that inspires me. So maybe one day I'm feeling like a little I don't know, shitty. I want to write a song about how much I hate people. That's why I write Parasite. For like songs like Fade and Empire, those were more personal songs. Empire I wrote about my dog Ollie who passed. Fade is basically just this feeling of hopelessness. But how it normally starts, so I write the song sometimes it could be like made from a beat, so like has synths, electronic drums, those kind of stuff. Then we add like the guitars and stuff after to make it into a rock metal song. Spineless came out like that because it was initially like a synthwave song fully, and then I added the real instruments like the guitars, the drums, and it came up to what the song is now today.
If you all didn't know, Donnie actually does a lot of producing for this band and also a few other bands actually.
Yeah, I did. Well, the ones that are out right now is like Pooty and Saltfish, Circle Square, Big Up and Boys, the Hot right here.
Yep.
Right now I'm working with Goodnight Parliament, so you have that to look out for soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be good. So Goodnight Parliament is back. You just let it out to the bag.
Yeah, well, they posted, so I guess I could say it.
All right.
So yeah, I initially, sorry, I didn't read my notes. That clip was the band talking about the songwriting process. Initially, it was taking a clip of them talking about the influences, but it was a little drawn out. I thought this was far more interesting because the kind of work Donnie doing as an engineer. Like he learned to mix and record and do all these things, and the amount of that he's actually be doing live, to have the band prepped, and he working with experienced musicians who like his guitarist is a whole lifetime of performing before him, and Donnie leading. I think he kind of leading the way for where recording going,
Right.
for local bands. It's no longer the big established studios. And neither is it the squeeze up in a bedroom thing. He has an approach that's very about the music and not about the pomp and ceremony of going into a studio. So I just thought that was the better clip to choose. I just introduced it kind of stupid. This next clip that we lining up here, this was from episode 2. So we'll go in order. From episode 2, this is the same day that Ozzy Osbourne had passed away, and Kelo was hosting, and I and the band that I'm playing with, or my band, I guess, Prime Tree, had passed through to kind of talk about a show that was coming up, but Mike Ross was the main guest that night. So Mike Ross, at some point, he was talking about Total Local that he was doing on the previous radio station where he was working, and
Right.
and the process of that and the impact of it. In the background, somewhere in it you'll see me and a fellow named Kyle Tristan, who's the drummer for Prime Tree. It's just a small clip from that second episode.
Okay, so yeah, let me see. And I think this one has audio too, right?
They all have audio.
Okay, let me see.
So if you decide to give it to us,
Yeah, 'cause what the show actually really did as well, because at that point, we were now starting to get into a lot of bands playing original music, and it encouraged people to get into studios because they suddenly realized, hey, I could go and record some music and have an outlet that it could be heard on national radio. You know, whereas nobody else was doing it at the time.
you do.
So it encouraged it encouraged musicians to write songs. It encouraged them to rehearse more, get in the band rooms more, get into the studios more. It brought the studios work, you know. So it really did
You do
create
all this work to what end? But now
Yeah.
you had an outlet.
Exactly.
And
Now
you
you had
were
an
heard,
outlet.
and you were
And-
seen and you were felt, and it was awesome. I heard about bands because of his show, and bands heard about me. You
Right.
know, and it just opened the market. Like you wouldn't know how phenomenal. Well, you do know how phenomenal that is because you're a musician also.
As well,
So
yeah.
that's the other thing, that Mike is also as fragile a musician as the rest of us.
Correct.
And the thing is, so you're saying that it was one of the it was the only platform because there was nobody else pushing local
Well,
rock
other
music.
than yourself now,
Well-
Kel, doing what you're doing here, and again, well done.
I remember-
there was nothing else like it.
Right. I remember when I actually ran the idea by you. I told you what was gonna. That's when we came up with a name, and then I asked you about it, and you're like, "Do it. I give you all of that. Do
Yeah.
it."
And then too, I think it started off at like about an hour.
Yeah.
And I kind of quickly realized, I said, that hour is just
Not enough.
Not enough, because the more music that started coming in, you know, I needed more time. And I went to the station and said, well, Howard, you ain't doing, after the hour, you ain't had nothing else going on. You're going back to Britney Spears or whatever. So I said, just give me from 9, I think it was 9. Give me from 9 to midnight.
It was still 12.
And they were like, realized what was going on with it, because they started to realize, well, this thing taking off. And they gave me until midnight. Because I was happy always to play the local music, and always will be. But I also wanted to play like Black Sabbath and the other stuff that really was important to
So
me.
that's where
And the foreign metal bands.
And you know?
All right.
So yeah, so that was Mike Ross kind of commenting.
It's
on-
how you kind of foreshadow your arrival in this space.
Yeah. I was watching that while I was doing the edit and thinking,
Man, come on as a guest, and then next thing you know, hosting.
Yeah, I while editing, right, I was picturing Chromatics and Kelo sitting down in a dark room watching this, and I was like, this might be the one. You know? I wish. I don't think I'm that important. So anyway, this next one, Pootie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll line it up in the meantime, but yeah, you let the audience know what's going on with this one.
Yes, I like how you stop me from letting the audience know what's going on. To let
I
me
just
know
have
that
to
I should
let you
them
let you know what I'm doing. Okay?
Well, all right.
Okay.
All right. No need to, you know.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, episode 3, Pootie and the Saltfish. Now, we're not going to go through every single episode because I have a lot of repeats and a lot of things. Yeah, this episode 3, DJ Otto, a fellow named Prim had come on to do to promote a show that was happening at Planners in South, but the main guest was Pootie and the Saltfish. So the band they were talking about some gigs, some fun shows they did, and I think the importance of being not serious, not being serious, but being not serious.
Right.
So, yeah, them fellas is
Yeah, we haven't had
interesting
Pootie on in a
fellas.
little while, Anna.
Yeah, we should ask them. Yeah, anyhow, we will talk about that. We will try a thing. We will try a thing, right? Hashtag empowerment Akira. Well,
Oh, that's for your shirtless thing.
I don't know. Oh yeah, he support the shirtless Darren. Yeah. Use a funnel. Yeah, I'm going to eat popcorn shirtless on Ash Wednesday. Wait, we doing a show for Carnival Tuesday?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
doubt.
We
I
won't
doubt.
be
We can't
we won't be
mess-
able to do a show for Carnival
We can't
Tuesday.
mess with the carnival. Cannot mess with the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, episode 3,
Yeah.
Booty and the Saltfish.
All right. So let's get into it.
Something. What's up with the band? What's the latest? What have I missed? I've missed so much.
You missed a lot of fun shows. More fun shows. Then they had this time we had a real fun show.
Yeah.
Remember
I
that fun
remember
show?
that.
That was a real fun show.
That was a real fun.
Then we did
Don't forget, fun shoes.
right. Then we had the fun show.
But we have other fun shows coming up.
We do. I'm going to talk about them tonight.
Okay, and speaking of fun shows, I saw while I was outside, I saw a video of you all performing in Queen's Hall.
Yeah,
Tell me, I need to find out more about that, please.
That was fun.
I want to find out a lot. I want to find out everything about that. How that connection happened. What was the process like? Tell me something about that show. How that happened.
Well, I want to make up Simi the trainee one
Big
time.
up Simi.
Seve, all right.
So Simi is like my second or third cousin. So she reached out to me because she's a comedian, and we are also upcoming wannabe comedians.
We are not comedians at all. I tried to do stand up and I flicked.
Well, we funny looking,
We get that.
and we play funny songs.
My songs are very serious. I
So-
don't like when people call me
Well, they come
comedy
across funny,
because it's very serious music.
right? So they
I'll
come.
explain
Well,
what
you're not good at being serious.
I'm not good at a lot of this.
So she was like, it would kind of suit the vibe of the comedy show, and it did. It was actually a real funny show. We have a real good comedic talent in Trinidad. Not gonna lie.
That was a fun
So yeah, we finally made it, Kello.
Yeah.
We played Queen's Hall.
Queen's Hall, yeah.
Yeah, so I sent him my 2-year notice after that show because it's like I can't get any better than this.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're back on.
Yeah, them guys is clowns. They were just like stuck in the moment.
Now, I always love having Pooty on. Like, it's chaos, but it's fun chaos.
Yeah, okay. At the end of the day, them guys is good guys.
Yeah.
You
all
know,
of
it's
them.
not debauchery. It's just wildness. They're just wild and stupid. You know the funny thing? They was always like that.
It's team wildness.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. You know, certain things has happened, but I mean,
like they're not like 3-year-olds.
yeah, they know when to,
They're
be
like
serious.
4-year-olds. You know what I mean?
So they reach a point where, like, you know, they can still do the crazy shit, but they develop
Yeah.
consciousness, so they're
Yeah.
aware, so not to do anything too crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, you want to play some songs?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we'll get
we-
back to these clips.
Yeah,
this-
we
this
play some music and get
season
back
in
into some
review.
more recaps. So yeah, this is The Offended from Haley Hatter. All right, we're back.
Tune father. All you youths still use phrases like that. Tune father.
Nah, I didn't hear that one in a while.
Big tune.
Big tune, big tune.
Big tune. Right, so the season in review. We have the next clip lined up.
Not yet.
Not yet. So while you're prepping that, this next clip is from episode 5 with where Kelo was hosting with James Amau and Scott Johnson of Insert Coin, talking about the band, family, friends, and the impact of music and creation generally. It was a little eye-opening to me, and it's something we were talking about a little earlier about the impact you have on people, and Scott did mention things that were eye-openers to him in terms of that, or things that we need to be mindful of. So, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
How do y'all do it? Like, I mean, because you got your family and y'all still hold it together. Is it
that's easy. Music for us is our escape. It's not hard to want to create and play together because we're doing it for what I consider to be the right reason.
Right.
I love the band room more than I love the stage. You might be surprised to hear that. I generally don't like going on a stage. It's not like such a bit, I think, but I like being in the band room simply because, or at home, just writing music, whether it's with him or with anybody else. If you doing something because you love doing it, you will not stop doing it. If you're doing it for a different reason, whether that be fame or popularity or something, you might fade quickly. But if it's your passion and you can't do without it, I mean, Scott never stops writing.
Right.
Whether it's with Insert or he finds other outlets, because that's his escape from everything else that he does. And it's the same with me. I need to be creating music somehow at some point. Whether I take a little break every now and then, but it's expression of myself that I need to get out there.
I was talking to Kara about this. Sorry, Kevin.
I was like, well, we had a.
I think the last time we were talking about this, where I think God touches people in certain ways and gives gives them certain talents that people don't necessarily have. Right? I think the ability to write and make music is something that is that special thing that is it's bestowed upon you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the people that are in this room with you all the time. I think God has given us that ability to do those things, and what we do with it is incumbent on us, right?
Correct.
In my particular case, I think it's very important to me to be able to get that stuff out of me. I always say that only God knows how I write these things, because I don't know what I'm necessarily doing. I sit down to write something and it comes out of me without me necessarily knowing exactly what I am doing. If you understand where I'm coming from, it just comes out. And I pray all the time and say thanks that I have that ability, because as I was telling Carrie yesterday, today or tomorrow something could happen, that something happens to your hand or whatever and you can't play again. So we should be very thankful to have that ability to be able to do this, because there'll be no I want to go in the band room if something happens to his throat. There'll be no writing for me anymore if something happens to my hands. And ditto for a cricketer or footballer and any of the other ones that have been given these talents from the boss, right? What you do with it is up to you, and I think we need to be happy and enjoy what we are doing with it, if you know what I'm saying.
Correct.
So whether you have the family construct and the job and whatever the case may be, you need to carve out a little bit of the scheduling time to do those sorts of things. The same way that you spend time with family, you align with your friends, wherever. Music is an intrinsic part of a lot of people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And an important part, I think it plays an important part. I had people come up to me in a GST thing, which kind of blew my mind. I don't think James was at that one. That's where I actually met Karen.
Right.
Where telling me if it wasn't for coin, I wouldn't be alive here today. I would have committed suicide. If it wasn't for coin, I would have never been able to get up and on that day and go to the exam. If it wasn't for coin, I wouldn't be able to get up on a stage. If it wasn't for coin, I wouldn't start playing guitar. And that stuff blew me away. And it almost validated what I felt in my heart now, right? And I think what's important is, and if I were to give advice to any of the younger bands coming up, when you sit down in your room and you write for yourself and you all that feeling that you all had when you wrote your first song together, don't ever lose that, keep that inside here. Because what's going to happen is some producer's going to come in and tell you how to be this and you how to be that, and you start to get frustrated and all that kind of stuff, where you feel pressure to write certain things. Just go back to that point that you have and bring that back out and remember.
All right.
So you heard what he had said there about fans coming up to Scott at shows and whatnot, and say now like certain songs get them through, and they even had a person contemplating suicide, and the music help and whatnot. So it's like you might be singing about something that affects you one way and you don't know how it moves in somebody else. But I just thought it sound real heavy, but it's a good reminder that no, you are bigger than you think you are.
Yeah.
But you had to keep it in a gear. You know, you can't be egotistical, but you had to know, you know?
Definitely. But that is a really, really heavy thing to carry on your shoulder as an artist. Like, so much, you just hear the story a lot, you know, like you hearing people going up to artists and telling them, your music saved my life, or I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. A lot of people don't really think about what it is like on your receiving side. It's like you're so appreciative and grateful, but it's just like you don't know what to think. Like, as an artist, you would have, your own self-doubt something, and you wouldn't think that what you're doing could affect somebody like that, you know?
The comments I get similar to that. Not quite as much as somebody being that emotionally gone, but when you get comments like, if somebody say, "Hey, oh, this song real good. How you play that riff, or how you do this, or whatever," you can stop and you smile like, "Yeah, this person like how I play, or they like the song, or they like the song." When they tell you something heavy out, you get mature about situation and whatnot. The pride to affecting somebody still there, where he doesn't know what to do with it now. Like, you can't celebrate it because it's feel wrong now. Like,
you can't celebrate that.
But in a way, that person being alive and in a good mental state is the celebration. You know what I mean?
It is.
So yeah, you're gonna get some of that, and then you know, have all kind of different fans. It have fans who just going to like you because you're popular. It have fans who going to like you because, like me, I just get the tinted shades and I just see heroes on stage. Like literally, I see that. I have people I don't like who are real mean to me, and I went on stage, I don't see that person anymore. It'd be like this whole next hero. No?
Yeah, no, I understand 100%. Yeah. All right, so what's this next one you have from here?
Stinking Vish.
That's a file name I see. Your file name is Stinking Vish.
Stinking Vish. It actually is not embarrassing. This is when
you label a file called Stinking Vish and you tell me it's not embarrassing.
That's my totem labeling. You see, Sivan come and hijack that episode, right? That was episode 13.
Right.
Sivan come and just appear in the chair and all that. I didn't know if to put that clip in where I just disappear from the chair, or, you know? And all the time I begging you to be on camera and whatnot, and that episode you went on camera.
Here now.
But, I mean, I had things to go and do. And when I come back and
I was not going to say.
When I come back and watch the episode, I was like, yeah, I actually like the perspectives they put forward. I didn't think I would think that way. I'm going to shut up and learn from the man instead of, instead of hating. But, I'd wish it might get cut off a little bit and thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, you had your own things to do. And you make your own arrangements with Sivan. And then you want to come and blame me.
I'm not blaming you. I tell you, I toten. Because you like Sivan more than me.
Look, I hear with you right now, bro.
That don't make up for it. You're here with me because you have to be here with me. You be here with Sivan because you want to be. That's too tooted. I can't go down.
All right.
So but this clip actually, actually was interesting. I believe this is the one where Sivan had some questions that people were asking, and you all were commenting on one of them. So
Okay, cool. So yeah, let me see this.
yeah,
The question, I was wondering how come nobody asked this, but this is the question. This was asking us covers versus originals. Thoughts. So clearly somebody want to set me up here and want people to shoot me when I walk out this place. So covers versus originals. So Vish, you want to take this or I should take this one?
I think people very curious to hear what you had to say, but I don't mind chiming in for a little bit too.
You want to chime in first?
Yeah.
I think you should go first. And I hear your opinion.
Well, it might be a little bit contradictory to what you believe.
I'm pretty sure not. People have the wrong perspective of me on this. But go ahead.
No, I believe that cover bands and just covers in general, it's really, really important to have in your local scene.
How I mute you? Go ahead.
No, but like, I mean, if you look at some of the interviews with like some of your favorite bands, some of my favorite bands, when they now started, they would say like, you know, they started playing covers of like Metallica, Iron Maiden, these bigger bands back then, and they were playing it in their local pubs and stuff like that. Over time, they started adding in their own original music into the sets. And then people like started to look at them differently, you know, they had an interest. But the main thing was like the covers gave them the opportunity to develop a local fan base in the first place. And other than that too, like, yeah, we have a good bit of local original bands in Trinidad, but how often is there going to be a show? We're going to complain all the time about it not having an industry. And without the cover bands, what's going to be in between these big shows, you know? You want to be going down the avenue, walking down the avenue, and just step in a place and be able to hear some music, or just walking through One Old Brook and, you know, go Dalai Lama, you're hearing some music. It's just something different. So these cover bands, in my opinion, is essential for your industry.
Right. So I think that's real important. Everything I said actually rather valid. So I'm going to start with my pure perspective, and then I'm going to like whittle it down a little bit. So let me get on to it. I have no problem with covers. I think somebody like say, well, you must hate covers. No, I don't hate covers. I just kind of see it that for our industry to grow, originals are important.
For sure.
You know, so when people ask me about cover bands, they'll be like, well, if a cover band plays a couple of originals, to me, that's better. I will not go to any place. And this is me personally, I'm not talking on behalf of anybody else. Right. This is me. I am not going to any place to hear a band play 15 covers. Sorry. I have Spotify. I mean, yeah, I could understand if I go to a restaurant and a band playing covers. I mean, that's what people want to hear. But I don't see why they cannot get to play one of the originals. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I talked to a manager about that once, and they were like, no, there's one covers. Like, why? Those covers are somebody else's originals though. So why our local songs not good enough for other people? So I have a real issue with that. I just think that it allows us to grow as an industry. So yes, I do support exactly what you said there. There is a place for it, and it's important for the industry. Correct.
All right.
I feel you could have talked about that a little more. That have so much more depth to it. The cover.
The cover versus original thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like,
and that's the biggest line I ever hear about covers
of someone else's original.
Yeah.
But I still believe that, you know, covers should definitely be a thing, because what else is there between these big shows?
I will show you. Not even that. I will show you fellas who could play better than all of us put together.
Mm-hmm.
And can't write. There's just not writers.
Oh,
they're
true,
just not expressive like that and whatnot.
No, songwriting is an art in itself.
Yeah,
for sure.
that man going to go home and be like, you know, he'll have all his energy pent up. What you going to do? You know? But it's also a nice gauge. It's a good training exercise, and it's a good way to keep yourself. So if you're now learning to play guitar, or you're early in it, you do covers to make sure you can do things and make sure you keep the same stamina as a professional and whatever. It's good training, right? But that don't mean when you get older you can't check yourself by doing a cover.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So even as for your personal growth is help. I have songs listed on my thing here that I need to go home and learn. To say, you know, maybe not to go out and perform it.
Right,
you
right,
know?
yeah, yeah.
I'm not outwardly a covers person, but to know that I could play it and be like that guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. And knowing that you could be able to play something, I think like as a guitarist, learning how to play like Hotel California solo is like one of the first milestones that you'd have as a kind of lead guitarist. There's other solos and stuff where you just want to know that you're able to play it.
Yeah.
Things that define generations and eras.
They had this thing, Fleetwood Mac.
Right.
And they have this song, Big Love, which they have the studio version of it, right? And the amount of drama went on with that band. People thought they would never get back together and perform. And they did. But they were all a lot older and kind of out of the big setup performance. And the lead guitarist, right? He had take that song, him alone on stage under a spotlight, and just Travis picking, right? Which is, it's Travis picking, right? You're playing the bass lines separate to the leads to whatever, like magical. Every single guitarist I knew watched that performance because it was a big deal when it came out, if it was on MTV or whatever. They watched that, and that weekend nobody went out and like everybody was home trying to learn to play it because it was such a force to see and
right,
challenge yourself. Like, why I didn't take a look how good he did or whatever, and you just feel overwhelmed with how good it is.
I think a similar thing happened,
which is positive total.
But a similar thing did happen with Van Halen when Eddie did his Eruption solo. Like that stunned guitarists everywhere, and back then it had no internet, so nobody could really see what it is he was doing. And even Eddie spoke about it. Like his brother told him, whenever you're doing that tapping stuff, don't face the crowd. Let people like ask and figure out like how are you doing this.
I had a thing I used to do like that on bass. Turn my back to the crowd.
Yeah.
To give the impression that it was more than it was. But it was a kind of sweeping thing, but I made a very easy way of doing it. No?
Yeah, so it just sounds more complex.
Yeah, so if people see it, it's like, that ain't complex. But anyway, but yeah, that same Van Halen, Malmsteen, who is a big giant legend, and I think Van Halen was a fan of Malmsteen, and Malmsteen heard that and was like, what the hell is this? How this happening? You can't help but be amazed and inspired by music around you.
Yeah.
Covers going to exist. You can't get rid of them. I wouldn't be in a band that does only covers. I don't think I'm not wired that way.
No, same. I can't really do only that. Right, true.
Yeah. So
if I in a cover band, I had to be something original too at the same time. Like it could be something separate. I don't mind doing a cover band, just get that out somewhere because there are songs that I would love to perform.
The only cover band I could see myself like all covers is if my little nephew or niece want to start a band and say we don't have a bass player. Hold on until we get somebody. Yeah, that's different. But that has nothing to do with music. That's for them.
Right. So right now we're just gonna get back into some more music. We wouldn't really be doing like all these recaps for you until the end of the show. We don't plan on doing anything like that. I'm just gonna be shit talking with Darren for the rest of this show.
Yeah.
Might do 1 or 2 recaps, but
yeah. They can have about 3 more interesting ones.
Alright, cool. But for now
3.
3? Okay.
3.
Yeah, but for now here's Nepoyo Kasik from Supernormal Band.
Bring down Belfast, I'm gonna defeat.
All right, back. Let me just answer Rahul's question here. No, we do not have dates that we're thinking about just yet because we still kind of considering when Kello will be finished and stuff. But that will be up to Chromatics and our radio of like when we would be able to start back. And hopefully Darren will still be here to chime in.
Yeah. I was So when Kello and Chromatics had approached me about holding on for him while he was out of the country, they did say that it'll be well into January because I think Kello come back in February or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Unless he surprises us, who knows? But I prepared for that.
No, but I think like even if Kello, when Kello comes back, I think that you should still.
No, I will still pass through and do things and give him talks and tell him how I better than him and all kind of thing. Actually, I was supposed to tell you that Kello had messaged me someday and tell me he really like what we doing and he really like my approach to things and what me and you doing and all this kind of thing. And
nice.
I didn't get too much into any details, but he kind of liked the little bit of the life that we breathe into it. Because, so for all you who don't know, right, I just come up with some ideas. I was like, hey, let's try this, or let's try that, or let's have some live in the studio thing and whatever. And I will come with a basic idea, like this, like a balloon, like a deflated balloon. And then Vish will call me a day later with a zillion ways that he blow up this balloon and make it into something magical. So it work and it have a nice synergy that happening, and we trying to keep things a little fresh, a little new without getting too wild, and so that it have some consistency. But
But also at the same time too, I see the potential of this show, and I think like it's a really, really good thing for the rock scene. From the minute I started working here, like Chromatics knew that I should be on this show, given my background, and I just think it's good to keep this going, we
had to keep it going.
It's just like, in between for these bigger rock shows, like you have something in the rock community alive.
Yeah.
And you could even use this show to promote your big shows.
Yeah. But you know what this show missing? This is sound like a buffing up people, right? But it's not a buff. It's just letting, you had to let people know if you need more rice or you need more red beans. You know what I mean?
Right.
What we need is people to respond. We need people engagement. If all you're out there, message. But I mean, messaging, putting messages in the chat, and liking the stream and thing, all those things will help. But also say things, say what you like to see.
Engage in the comments. Like my girlfriend is watching right now. She messaging me privately
on your phone
about things that are going on in the show, and I think that she can message in the chat.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but now you could get in trouble by yourself.
No, I won't get in trouble with something like that.
But yeah, if you all say what you want to see, what you think will be cool, will not be cool. If all you want us to get, I don't know, get Rai or Chada Fonzo, and you want them to just come on here and perform to us. If all you want to see that, just
and you would get, they would get a taste of what that could be like from next week.
That was
with our show that we're planning.
Yeah,
and
so we could tell them what we do next week.
Yeah,
we should say that by now, right?
Yes. That's a good gateway into this. But before I get into it, we have something very, very, very special planned next week. And I think that depending on the engagement that we get from that show, it could dictate how we do things in the future and have it as a regular thing.
Yeah.
So basically we have Rai, we have Skull Kid, we have Andy from Supernormal, we have Circle Square, and we bring him back Chad Afonso, who used to guest host this show at some points.
Yeah.
He's coming on as well. So we have those artists lined up for you guys next week, doing a stripped down live acoustic performance.
Yeah. So next week is a concert, right? It'll be less of me and Vish talking and more of local performers performing. And we had asked a few other people. We had asked Insert Coin was real interested. That would be cool.
Yeah, but sad that James won't be here in the country.
Right. But Scott, I'll buy against for you. Pass through.
Yeah, so we also having like a little small crowd as well here. And it'd be a lot of people that you guys out there would know.
Yeah,
and I
so-
think we should have them come on camera next week, just for a mini small little interview, know.
Yeah, so we wanted to end the season a little special. It's a year-end thing. It's not a Christmas thing really, but we're in the Christmas season, so who knows what will happen. A little punchacram might pass.
Yeah.
A little festivities. But it's a little taste. We want to try and see if it makes sense doing an acoustic show.
I now seen what Andrew's saying here.
Which one? The breakaway?
No, how they gonna strip? When I said strip down acoustic.
Circle Square. Well, you should have seen Chad in Tripped and Fallen days. He didn't really used to wear pants. That was about it. He used to be bareback and claim that he was in the gym and thing and gives.
Speaking about stripping, you should tune in a little bit earlier to hear what Darren had to say. You're gonna do a show shirtless.
No, if I listen, if I have a 6-pack, you will know. That's all I'm saying. And it's not about being shirtless. That's I'll wear a navel breaker.
So basically shirtless.
No, that's not shirtless. That's midriffless. Forex. Right here was Forex. Foreign exchange.
Oh, they get some dollar bills.
Oh.
All right.
So yeah. Swift, you coming? Swift coming?
I think he should pass through.
He should pass through because, all right. So So this whole show next week is, like I say, is a kind of trial to see if it makes sense and if the logistics make sense. It have for those who don't know, pay attention to the show more. You'll find out. Like there's a lot of things that's going behind the scenes and whatnot, which was discussed in different interviews. I think Sivan was one of the people who would talk about doing his own shows. Jared and a few others. And if it's just too much work, if we have to hire more people to come in and whatever, so it's a testing we're doing next week. But what we don't have is them egg maracas shakers.
Yeah.
We don't have somebody to play one of those. So hopefully Andrew will come and have to work to be here, sir. Just come and get to sit down and watch. Okay? Walk with what you're drinking, walk with an egg shaker, prepare to work.
Nice.
I remember to watch the camera this time.
So what recap you have for them now?
Right, so the next recap, where we reach? I can't even remember where we reach. 17.
17. That's with Gerard.
Gerard. So people were talking about again Vox Diaz getting them to come back and whatnot. I don't know how likely that is, but he did mention gigging and some of the ups and downs but he was basically talking about promoting your own shows, the need for it and how you fill certain spaces. General promoting for yourself and he was in two bands, Vox Diaz and Lynchpin, which I think he would refer to there were two bands who had to create their own gigs.
Right.
But he did talk about some historic gigs that they had that was kind of interesting.
Okay, so yeah, let's get into this recap here.
From episode 17.
And that, it only occurred to me recently that both bands that I have been in had similarities like that. Like we took the responsibility and the onus.
Or you were workers.
So
both bands.
Yeah, we had the drive.
Yeah.
But we, again, the necessity was the mother of doing that, because I remember Vox was not a liked sound at one point in time. It was a mainstream sound.
Yeah.
And there's a funny, well, it wasn't funny at the time, but when Eli was doing
Circle of Rock?
Yeah. But he wasn't, not Circle of Rock. He had a relationship with casinos.
Mm-hmm.
And he was taking local rock bands. To casinos. So I saw a couple bands in casinos because of him. Yeah. And then we were talking to him. Long story short, we end up in the casino in Long Circular. That's looking back at it now, it's a horrible idea now.
Yeah.
That was never going to work out now, but whatever, it happened. So we end up there. I think we did not get past the first song, and the casino manager came on in the middle of a song and was like, "Nah, stop this! No, get out of here." So we kept playing Giants at one point in time.
Yeah.
We can't do the casino circuit that everybody was getting through. We couldn't do Bravo Bravo every weekend. And I still think about your ABC strategy for shows as well. So we had to do our own thing. And Lynchpin is not a mainstream sound. I think Akira said it just now. I want to get back to something that Akira said.
Sure.
But Akira spoke about the niche of a niche, is a sub-industry of a sub-industry.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
As I always say, Lynchpin is a niche within a niche. Because metal in Trinidad is already small, and our sound of metal is even smaller. Because there are people who like metal who like our sound. So we had to do our own things. We could not at one point in time, when we were now starting out especially. For the first, I would say 9 years of our life, we could not go to just any place and say, hey, could we throw a show here? This is what we sound like. Let's do this, please.
Right. Yeah, to do your own shows.
Exactly. Now we have a track record, we have a back end that we could say, hey, we approaching whatever venue we want and say, okay, this is what we've done. We bust Shakers Bar a couple times in one night.
Yeah.
We've bust other people's bars. We bring not only a crowd, we bring a crowd of drinkers. So you are going to profit from us being here. What can we do? Let's go cause some.
I have seen that with a band I was with. My first band is that nobody hear about us wherever, but you walk in and that was the whole crowd.
Yeah.
And we walk out to breeze off and the whole crowd left and was like, yeah, we need to book these guys because they're bringing people in. And good promoters in a way don't even care what the music.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't fade out nothing, right?
I realized.
Was saying and you know. So yeah. That was. I think that's still happening where to have regular gigs throughout the year and have income coming in as a rock musician, it don't have everywhere that you could play.
Right.
You know? So.
Well, I think like what he said is very, very important from a business perspective. Like when you reach out to these venues and these promoters, you need to be able to convince them that you are worth having on your show. Like what are you doing for them financially or in terms of, I hate to use this word exposure. But
Yeah. But it is, I can't remember if I said it in that clip because I was reading something here.
Mm-hmm.
But my band, I don't know if anybody really knew. But the first band I was in, I don't know if anybody really knew the music that well. But we was getting big popular gigs,
right?
Because somebody took a chance with us just as a filler, and everybody we knew came. And we went outside after the gig to put away our instruments in the cars, and everybody walked outside. So it was like, damn. So promoters was just seeing, hey, these people gonna fill the place. Let's pull them in for our next gig. And
right. Yeah. Sometimes promoters and the venues definitely have to take a chance on somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
But they could have taken the chance because it was a show with other big acts.
Right.
And they had to squeeze in one small one, the token small man. And we get to be the token small man. But we make it count now. But what he was saying also is that he didn't articulate this, but they have certain styles. Like, he did. He said Vox was not a very liked style.
Mm-hmm.
As in, they have certain, like Rai could go and play her style of rock in more places than Insert could go and play.
Yeah. There's like a more palatable type of music.
Like Rai could play her originals in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Insert probably can't. Or people wouldn't see that. We don't have that. We haven't developed our culture like that yet. I will go to a bar.
That's just a Trinity thing at the end of the day.
Yeah. You know, but it'll change. It'll change. All you hate to change that.
Mm-hmm.
My generation already made YouTube and instruments affordable. Your generation now is to make.
So we have to change culture.
Influence.
Okay.
Everything always changing. Language always changing. Calypso.
Right.
Listen to Calypso from the 40s and then the 50s and then the 60s and 70s, 80s, 90s to now. Right? you will see the changes. But if you listen to a calypso now and you listen to one from the 40s, it's totally different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But everything will evolve, and that's part of it. But I, in that generation older than you, can't complain about what you doing or not doing, because the people before me can't complain about.
They try to do the same thing.
But what I have to do is take what they had and grow on it, and I can't complain that they didn't give me enough. It have something for me to do, and it have something for you to do.
Right, yeah.
And on this show, we talk about that a million times. Like, it have things that was hard for us that might be easy now. But that don't mean it don't have new hard things now.
Exactly.
Because it's a whole different
Because
world.
like right now is more like being able to, influence people and get a certain amount of followers on social media, get people to know who you are.
Yeah. So let's load up 10.
10, that is Kid Novelli.
Yeah, why are you selling it out? I want to surprise
Yeah. So Andrew saying he have nothing with recapping, but we have you here.
How you mean you can't leave out Skid Novelli? Now, I was taking in something with Skid Novelli, right? So Skid Novelli, and they say this, I mean, there's no hidden thing, it's basically 11-inch dicks.
Oh, yeah.
Written backwards, right? But Andrew, if you're listening, I think you spelled dicks wrong. Albeit dyslexic, I think you spelled it wrong. I think I have a C in there or just saying.
Oh yeah, this is Skid Novelli's recap.
The band Skid Novelli came up 2004. I always wanted to know the story behind them, because I know, okay, so you were from St. Lucia originally, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're right. So born in St. Lucia or
born here?
Born here.
Moved when I was 2. I crawled onto the plane.
Right.
I moved back at around like 18, and then I was here for. The first thing I wanted to do was find a band. Like I was in a band in St. Lucia, but there was.
So St. Lucia had a rock scene?
No, they just had like 1 or 2 bands, and we were one of them.
Okay.
And, it was, they let me play a couple songs that I wanted to play. I think I played
But y'all did more like covers or originals?
They had a few originals, but it was mostly covers, I think.
Okay.
They let me do all the small things because I begged at the time. And then as soon as I got here, I wanted to find a band, and it took from knowing absolutely nobody. I went to a couple shows knowing nobody, just like lurking like a weirdo.
Right.
And then started working AudioCon with Shane, and then I kept playing my stuff for him. And I knew he was into his metal shit. I didn't think I'd get him into it, and then he caved. And then Mark and Nikolai were playing. What was the name of that band again? We're Ping Pong. Cryptic. Jeez, I forgot the
Cryptic. Wow. And Ray was the lead singer. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
wow, Cryptic way.
Yeah, and I was begging for. Well, actually. Damn, this is a long friggin' story.
We have time. We have plenty of time.
Yeah, because I skipped ahead, but I was introduced to Reese from my cousin who was going to school with him at the time. Reese was like probably 15, 16.
Yeah.
And
Reese the
with
Beast.
getting his number and calling him, he showed up with Robert from 5 Miles.
Right.
But I mean, none of this existed then, right? They showed up in his B13 and picked me up. I went to Reese's like basement, and then me and him got off on Blink, and we were just playing the songs right through. And he was like, "Holy shit!" And I was like, "Holy shit!" And yeah, they didn't want to let him join up. His parents didn't want to let him join the band at the time. And then I begged.
They didn't approve of that kind of music, apparently.
And look at him now.
I know, right? What the hell? But I got me some thick, sexy Anthony. So I begged his parents, and then when he was done with, because they said when he's done with school, and then as soon as he's done with school, I ran out of AudioCon to the car because he came to AudioCon. I was like, "Hey, he can play now, right?" And he was like 16. I was like, "He can play now, right?"
Yeah.
And then what was it? 2 or 4 months of practice. It was like we played Tasca Latina with Fever Dog. That was our first gig.
Wow, Tasca Latina.
Tasca Latina by the cemetery there.
Very, very first.
It was interesting. It was fun.
That was
I
the
think
first.
people were very
Yeah, and it ended up on thebandfield.com. Remember that? I was like reading it like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And
you made it when you ended up on the band field.
Yeah, big up Dexter. I waiting for Dex Flex after next. And then what? 2 months after that was pop rock and boom bang.
And then you came and demolished pop rock. I remember that.
That was fun shit.
Yeah.
All right, so you see, Andrew, we have you.
Yeah, you can't leave out Andrew. I mean, that's basically he was going through the history and the origins of Skid, and was really interesting. It's like
Well, Skid the Valley Yo came out 2004.
Sorry.
Yeah, and like what? Yeah, you was not around for this, right? But when Skid was big, I guess hear all these stupid arguments about who from tongue and who from the east and who from south and who white and who brown and who is this and who is that. But they was just bad. Nobody really questioned it. It was bad and novel and fun and mooksy. You know? Like, like you meet Andrew already.
Yeah.
Like Andrew don't take himself too more serious than he need to. You know? He's doing what he had to do. But he here to smile and laugh like anybody else. Nah.
I just like what you say. Shame it is in clip number 11.
What's that?
Shame it is in clip number 11.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you was in episode 10. Why don't shut up? Why, Andrew, why you don't shut up? You know what? Go back and unplay that. Like, play it backwards or something. So we can erase it. Yeah, anyway, what I like about that is that because them same goggles star in your eyes kind of thing. Once he go on stage, he in that zone. Like,
yeah.
You know, he have a vocal mic here, and then when he turn to play the pan, he have another vocal mic there. Yeah, it was such a big deal. But then to hear that he was just a otherwise excited, young, exuberant person who can't wait to be in a band and want to go out and rock out and whatever. What he did with it might be different to other people, but that excitement and what getting you started, so common, like that we all have that in common. That kind of hunger and urge, enough that you don't realize the hunger and urge. You're just running out to you know. I just find that was sick out. It's a sick out story.
And also, I just had to mention how sick they were at FU Fest.
Yeah, God.
It was insane.
Oh, God.
But that's their thing. Blink-182, that's their thing.
Yeah, Blink-182 was the punk band at that time. No?
Right.
But the older fellas used to hate that era of punk because punk was this dirty, nasty thing that didn't sound right. And then that is new version of modern punk, I guess, that was better organized and a little more coherent. No? But it was badass. Like, you know? Like Blink was badass.
No, well, that's just a usual.
Was a legend.
It's a usual thing, you know. Like what we were talking about off here. Like people from before would always hate what comes after.
Yeah, but that changing. Because my generation, I thought it was me alone, but I realized my generation kind of excited to see what's going to happen next.
True.
Because we was there for the transition into the YouTube and everybody have a cell phone. Like I was the last generation to depend on a landline and the first generation to depend on a cell phone. But I didn't grow up with the cell phone. You did. So it'll be real interesting to see.
And I still know the pain of dial-up and using landlines, and I'm not that young.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm saying you as in the new generation, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
not you literally, but you youngatively.
Youngatively. I like that word.
Right? So yeah, talking about youngatively, load up 19 there, episode 19. We have a clip from there.
Hannah.
Huh?
You only want to put me on this thing. Yeah, I'm hosting tonight, and then you have me doing recaps with times I was here.
Yeah.
On camera.
Yeah. Well, you see your potential, sir.
Okay. So apparently this is one with me. We'll see how this is. Yes. A Huff Darren job. Watch him there. He in the corner, defeated. I say nah. Defeated.
You say. Boy, I glad to see you hosted. I'm gonna lean back and behave like Vish whole night. At least, you know, for once,
yeah,
in people's life, they're gonna get to see your face.
No, them see me a few times. Just see me a few times.
That don't count.
Why that don't count?
Because I jealous and toting about how we are like Sivan more than me. So we're not counting.
Here now. Look, I come and host when you here. I didn't host when Sivan was here.
Well, yeah, because you like him. Because you respect him enough not to have his seat.
Wait. Projections right here. But anyways, good night, guys. What do you got? Okay.
Yeah, I should.
That's what you choose to show these people, boy. Oh God.
Yeah, I need to see that. I walk in and normally, so you all can't see it, right? But the host chair where Vish is now is right behind two computer screens where you have control of the music, you have control of the live feed, you have control of the video and the switcher and everything right in front of you and all the controls and whatnot. But Vish is the AV tech for the studio, for the show. And I will come in here often and he on there because he have to load up things on the computer and program things and whatnot. But I like to watch people do the thing and you know, and one day, that same day, he watched me and say, yeah, I feel like doing a show today. And I just find that was awesome.
It was just out of wickedness.
Yeah, it's like, I basically see you sitting down on the edge of the nest about to jump off and fly. For want of a better explanation, but you know, that was cool.
Yeah.
I really like that. I put that in for me, not for you. Okay?
Okay.
I put that in for me. The next clip is for you.
That was which one?
It's for all of us. 19.
19 is Switch. Yeah, that was the same one.
Oh, sorry, 20.
20, right. That's with Rye. Okay.
Yeah. Why I call it Switch, right, is because the other ones had your name in it now. And I wanted you to think, all right, I'm not doing nothing about you anymore. And I didn't put your name in the clip. They figured it out though.
Yeah. But anyways, this is one recap with Rye and me apparently that Darren thought should have been in this recap section. But yeah, let's see what it is.
Let me just do a little small.
Yeah, we good.
Look at them. Look at them. You see? You all look like all you're in the same rock band.
Do you want to tell them how we met? Do you remember how we met?
I feel like such an asshole because I cannot remember.
Didn't we meet on the boat?
Oh, right. Right.
You all met at this, like, you all need to see what all you're looking like, right? This looking like some game show where we get this odd couple. Do you remember where we met? Oh, I don't remember where we met. Oh, I'm feeling like such an asshole.
Oh, God.
But look how cute. Look how cute. This is like if Steven Tyler and Joe Perry was good looking.
Shut your dirty stinking mouth.
They are,
Steven Tyler's a beautiful man.
They are,
one of my
but it's
first
not
crushes ever.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler. Come on. Gorgeous man.
It was such a cool story though. Like I was on the water taxi on the way to school and like I just saw Rye there, but I knew of Rye from like way before. Like I saw all the videos. I wasn't in the rock scene then, but
You were a student at that time.
Yeah, I was a student.
UTT.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And you were kind of like questioning why it have so much students there with instruments and stuff like that too. But yeah, I just walked up to her and I was just like, "Wait, you're right?" And sat down next to her, spoke the entire trip up, and yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I remember that.
He fanboy, yeah?
He didn't fanboy. It was a musician to musician conversation.
You so vain.
Me?
You so vain. You remember how we met? Tell them about how you adored me and walked up to me and worshipped me.
Is about you, don't you?
Yeah. You know that song, You're So Vain? That Carly Simon wrote about Warren Beatty. That's why,
Yeah. But
so when all you go back and that was one of the most fun interviews we had done with Rai because she was very engaging and I guess that's her.
That's the personality, right?
Yeah, but it's also her experience. Like she know how to talk to more than one person at the same time. Because she was responding to me in the interview, but talking with you and engaging you in the conversation.
Yeah.
You know.
No, she was a cool one to have.
But
for sure.
Ole, go back, like this going to remain on YouTube forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go back and tell me if you didn't see Fish blushing in that clip. I swear he was where she's like, look at my eye.
I was just smiling, bro.
Yeah, they're just smiling. Yes, fanboying.
That wasn't fanboying. She asked me that question, how we met.
Yeah. But no, I mean the blush was fanboying. It wasn't nothing. Nothing wrong with that.
I just have a smile on my face right through.
All right, I get in trouble there.
No, I wouldn't get me in trouble.
All right. And so yeah, somebody comment and tell me if they didn't see. Vish and Rai is the
OTP of the show. Okay.
What's OTP?
I think it's one true pair.
Yeah.
You're showing your age now,
Yeah, I don't know. We just say what we want to say. We don't ABV it. Yeah, nah. Honestly, two of all yeah, look like all you belong in a band together. All you know.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't mind doing something with Rai one of these days. It'll be a cool thing.
Yeah. So let's take in some of these comments before it get away from us, right? Seamus clip number 11. Modern punk is actually pop punk. All right. I learned something there. I felt like the little girl when Skid 182 played. Yes, I think we all did. The way they mix pop punk these days is ass. I refuse to believe to think that yeah. So if you see how you feel about modern not punk now is how some older people felt about punk that you was playing. It's real weird.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
But it's also that's how it is work. Like not everybody going to like it. So just don't listen to it because your radio have an off switch too. Well, when I say radio, your device that you're playing YouTube on. Or people still use radios?
Well, in car, yeah.
Yeah, man come to work yesterday playing pop punk hard on his PA system on his car. You call that PA system if it's in a car, you call that there's a sound system.
I think it's just a sound system.
Yeah, PA, yeah. Well, wherever. She tell him that she takes you back to secondary school days. Well, yeah. That's what music's supposed to do. Take you back to something. Yeah, people need to play music hard in the car. Just do that. Well, how do you?
Yeah. I definitely max out my my volume on my car and on my phone whenever I play.
I was saying, I was about to say hard by my standard, which is not maxed out. But my car system is one of those where, you know, these things are kind of accurate and you have to be in the right position or whatever. Like, it's not no big super thing.
Right.
But it's not made to play things quiet. So nice acoustic music and whatnot a little lost unless you crank it. In which case it's too cranky.
You're showing your age again.
Yeah, I showed my crankiness.
Which one are you reading there?
Fish, you and Rai have chemistry. Admit it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All you'll make perfect bandmates.
No, I definitely don't mind being in a band with her.
Yeah. Rachel. Ooh.
You see, you got me in trouble there.
I'd scare you could have said that and back off. Or you could have mute my mic.
Wait.
You could have mute my
it's
mic.
It's true.
Like she laughing. She get it. Hey, is chemistry. It's just when people click at a particular level. Two of them sit down here and the cuteness about it is how two of them like two big cousins who know one another a long time and they don't really know one another. You know, like a natural musical chemistry was there.
Right.
Swift saying it's not the songs but the mix. Yeah. I hear you with that. They have some modern mixes that I don't understand what they're going after. You know, like historically they have mixes I don't like that too bass heavy or it designed only to be in a club only in a particular type of system. But now I don't know what people lead in that. Because like Trinidad mixes is be real kick and bass heavy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but you know what's the purpose. You know? So yeah, I know. And I ain't beating up, you know, so if I am changing the station if I don't like the mix. You know, make my own playlist and whatnot. But yeah, that's kind of the wrap of season
8.
Well, I wouldn't say the wrap. That's a recap of season 8, right?
Yeah. We just highlighted some good moments, and it's a cool thing that you brought this to my attention. I didn't like that you did late and then struggling here in front of the people and them. But
no. I could have. Well, I told you that I had some.
Oh, yeah, it's true. He did tell me before.
I told you I had some. Right, but I had the Adobe SU, and Adobe had to log on to my computer and fix stuff up until 1 o'clock this morning. That to come on and sort out some conflict.
And
they did.
It's cracked or you're using cracked files?
Adobe wouldn't log on if it was cracked.
Okay. So he's a good boy, paying for your thing.
Yeah, it's paid for my Microsoft stuff and thing as well. And they just log on to my, well, not anymore because I don't have a PC anymore. But, you know, yeah, I work hard on it. At the very last minute, down to the wire. I could have come here with nothing, you know, Fish. I could have come here with nothing. And then people wouldn't be reminded of how much you was blushing.
Wait, and you had to remind everybody again.
Yeah, well, yeah. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble, Rachel. Don't get on so. Don't get into. Okay?
Nah. She cool. She's not that type of girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's just like chill.
Yeah. I say no. But so that's a recap of this this season. If they have anybody
And anybody out there remembers any one particular moment over the season that you want to talk about, you can.
Yeah, or anybody you liked in particular who you want to see come back in season 9. You know? We had to decide when we started back season 9.
Well, that'll be up to Chromatics.
Yeah. He's not Chromatics in that context. He's the station manager in that context.
Mr. Richard Rajkumar.
Yeah, we'll talk to Mr. Rajkumar, the station manager, and see how we doing this and whatnot. Maybe we'll start back in January. Maybe we'll start back after Carnival as it's a short season. I don't know how that working. But we have one more show after this. We'll have about 10, 12 minutes to play music for the rest of today. But next week, we having some... I started using the tablet thingy. So, yeah. So, next week, we're going to have Hannah, Skull Kid, Supernormal, Circle Square, and Chada Fonzo all performing.
Big show we're going to have. And you guys can let us know how you like this show, so we know if we should do it more in the future.
So Rai performance solo, right? I should have said this way before. Rai performance solo, Skull Kid, I have a few members, Supernormals, Andy.
I think another guitarist.
And another guitarist, Circle Square. Some people think.
I think it'll just be Michael and maybe Justin. We're not sure as yet.
They'll have to tune in to see. Chada Fonzo.
Yeah.
And I know he has been working on writing and recording some stuff and whatnot. So we could probably ask him a little more about that and when we can
we'll do a little mini interview in between performances with the artists.
But it's all about the performances, mini interviews. Oh, and we're gonna have Andrew on Shaker Egg that night. If he only show up here without a Shaker Egg, he'll wait outside. You know, he had to earn his keep. So you know how like when you go to a house party, you have to walk with your own drinks. But the house will provide ice and cups.
Yeah.
Right. So he have to provide the shaker, and if any band need a shaker in it, he just have to be on standby like a good fireman.
And whenever he does come on, he just stealing the show.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. So Swift, message me in my inbox there for some details. I saw you seem a little confused there, but we are friends on Facebook. If you don't have my phone, you have my phone number. Stop getting on so. Yeah, and we will have some other people who couldn't quite perform or get things together or not showing up to support.
Yeah, support it and Lime. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and maybe you're making panchakram.
I's a bear man. I just like beers.
All right. I'll get some beers for you. I stopped drinking, so I'll get some Heineken Zero. Or hey, Scott, you coming? If Scott coming, I'm going to get Guinness Zero because I know he like Guinness, and he probably get real pissed that it have a Guinness without alcohol in it.
Like, what is this blasphemy?
Yeah, it's watery, but
yeah. So get into some songs now, and come back.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So this is War Machine from Circle Square. All right. So, sadly, we're approaching the end of the show. Darren, you want to say the goodbyes?
Yeah, for sure. Swift, don't take it so hard. The mix is going to improve at some point. You don't have to run too fast. I just saying. Going to have to remind you. Well, I have your number. I will remind you. Akira saying Jared have to come back for sure. Jared actually, every time I talk to Jared, is a kind of eye opener because he's
very knowledgeable.
But he's approaching it different. But I'll get into that in the next season. So for now, thanks everybody for tuning in. For supporting. The link's still there at the top of the chat. Donate 68.
Yeah.
Help us keep the lights on. Help pay the bills.
Help keep me fed.
Yeah, all the rentals to get this thing done next week coming out of people's pockets and that kind of thing. You know, all you can help. Yeah, keep Vish fed and all that. And we hope to see all you again next week. We ending the show today. We the season. Like we play a little Christmas song.
Yeah. So here we have Rahil Babaram with Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Thanks everybody and good night.
Have in the snow.